In any urban survival situation, when your predicament goes beyond a few days, perhaps even a week or two, it's a good idea to form maps. Now, they don't have to be extravagant. You don't have to tap into a satellite and get exact locations. You don't have to be rigorous. Well, actually, I would say you would try to be as rigorous as possible. You don't have to be perfect. It just has to make sense to you. That's all it has to do. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else reading it unless you're conveying information to someone else. It just has to make sense to you, or at least your immediate group, so you understand important parts of your urban survival journey. Now, things that you would put on your map could be a water location, a place you found interesting, a place to barter, dangers. In my case, for urban survival, homelessness, just houses, abodes, places I can sleep. Everything else I tend to know by mind, but there are many. The only thing that particularly interests me is having a shelter. That's my main interest. So this is my map. Okay, this is a real map that I made. This isn't an example. This is actually my map. It's an A3 thing, and it's very basic. Okay, now I've given them all nicknames. These places: Big Andrew, Crossroads, Alki, Annoying Hick, Lexiland. Now, to anybody else reading that, what the fuck is that? What are those red arrows? Is that some type of north, south, east, northeast, southwest? Is it 100 kilometres? Is it 1,000 kilometres in distance? Is it 10Ks? Is it 1K? What the fuck is all this? And then you've got places that I've called Trump Tower, Shithouse, What the Actual Fuck, Hard Window, Cracker House, Showerland, The Ghost of Tom, House with Trolley, The First, Pentecost, Quadriceps, Boxing Day, Campsite 2, what else have I got? Funny Shower, Doghouse, Interesting Island, The Maltese Cross, Pink Flamingo, Haunted House, Ivy Bar, Father Bray's House, Backhouse Trash Box, Interesting Quarry, Interesting Island, Great Wall of China, Empty Lodging, Beach House, Vacant Land, Holiday House, Potential Campsite 6, Potential Campsite 5, Angry Rat, Interesting Site, Keys to Palm Kingdom, Empty House. Now, this is as of a few days ago. So this is the places I can stay now. This is a collation of what I've done in the last 12 months to survive. Nothing more. Nothing, not to, these aren't my houses. It's not to go, look at me, this is a map I made, I'm fucking cool. This is just my survival journey. If I'm going to fucking survive and sleep at a place with relative certainty, I'm going to have to jot everything down. So if I'm stuck here, I can say, shit, I just got to go there. I tend to know these things off by mind anyway, so I won't have to take the map out. But if I really needed to look at a map and see what my full options are, here they are. These are all the places. Mind you, there's probably fucking 2 or 3 times this, but these are the main ones. So I can go to these places and sleep there, stay there, whatever. And I've even given myself notes of what to do next. So what I'm saying is, it just has to make sense to you. Lines could be transport lines, it could be walk lines, they could be anything. And how I've split it may not make any sense to you, but it makes perfect sense to me. How I've got broken lines there makes sense to me. Okay, it doesn't have to make sense to you, but it makes full well sense to me. And what I'm saying is, let's just say this was a pandemic. It might be, you might have chemist locations, or places to get tested, hospitals, other things particular to that experience. In a Western country, it's generally not that daunting because we're so organised and everything tends to remain functioning. But in some places around the world, the pandemic would mean full societal collapse. So in that regard, that's when you'd have all these special markings of chemists and hospitals and places to go. For us, it's just a matter of Googling, oh yeah, sweet, we'll go there. Still getting paid, government's paying me. Everything's organised, everything's sweet, so to speak. But you get my point. So specific to your urban survival experience, you'd jot things down. You're not going to, if it's a nuclear holocaust, it would look nothing like this. This would just be complete nonsense. It would be safe water, safe places to get food. It would be maybe have a bunker on there. It would have things specific to your nuclear experience. And same with everything else. If it was a war zone, you'd have the whole fucking thing covered with dangers. If it's post-societal collapse, if it's a non-government world or something, then you'd have this map full of places to barter, places to go and look for goods and things like that. So you have to have a map at some stage. I've done it after 1 year. I should have done it after a few weeks, but I've done it after 1 year because I tend to remember important things vividly. So don't copy me in that regard, unless you have you have a superior memory, a selective memory in my case. If you don't have a superior memory or a superior selective memory, whatever the case, then you should start doing maps after a week or two, so you know where everything is. Okay. A few days ago, I just said, you know what, I'm going to put all the important stuff together, and bang, 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 it all started to paint a picture. And even just by doing this, I started to realise of other possibilities. I started to realise what else I could do to make my homelessness more applicable and enjoyable. Because you got to do that. You don't have to be miserable in any predicament. You make it as best as you can. That's just what you got to do. Whether you're this or a millionaire or a trillionaire, you just got to make everything as good as pleasant as possible, whatever the case. That's the beauty of life. So make your map after a week or two, get all the important stuff down, and keep revisiting it when you're stuck. At least if you've discovered something, you can go back to it and go, oh yeah, shit, I need that, but that's there, I can go there. Remember that. This is one of the most important things you can do as a part of survival intelligence.